Hello there and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 7. Today I'm doing another car build. This time take a look at the 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera RS. Now, if the 95 GT2 is my personal favourite of all of the 911s, this may very well be my second favourite. I don't know what it is about this car, but just something about it, man. It has quite a lot of character to it, and I just really like the way it looks as well. Not really a huge fan of 911s. But yeah, I don't know, just something about this car, it has a bit of a charm to it. Also comes in green, which helps, and purple, which also helps. Anyways, we're going to build this thing to be a bit mental. We're going to go for an A-class build, because I did B-class build with HSV last time, and yeah, I think this car, oh god, 225s on the front, that doesn't fill me full of confidence, and 275s on the rear. Yeah, those tyres aren't big, that's why I've gone for race tyres, basically. Now, engine-wise, we can put the flat 4 Subaru engine in, which as tempting as that did go into the BRZ, so I'm not going to use that. 3 litre flat 6 or 4.5 litre V8, that's going to push it way over A-class. I think we'll just stick with the stock engine, which apparently we can stick twin turbos into. Okay, I'm fine with that. I won't all-wheel drive swap it, because why not? Oh yeah, this car does come with some pretty cool decorative rally mods. Kind of tempted to go with those, to be honest with you, but no, I think the mustache, A, it keeps the integrity of the car together, and B, it will also help us through the corners, as will that rear wing. It is also the vanity Dakar bumper, and there's some mud flaps which apparently reduce drag, so we will go for some drag reducing mud flaps. They are a good thing to have. Alright, race gearbox is also a good thing to have, which we will, and the differential. Excelente, right, onwards to this stuff. I think this car's going to be more about keeping the weight out of it, more than actual power, because I assume once you start chucking power at this car, the PI is just going to drop, basically. Or rather, gain itself ridiculously quickly. Roll cage does put some more weight in the front, that's one thing I'm trying to keep an eye on. I'm trying to get as much weight over the front as possible, and the weight reduction also helps us with that, so we will go with that. Right, what more can we do to this? Apparently we can get the Skyline power with twin turbos. I don't know, ooh, this engine might not make, I think it would just about scrape through, but it's not going to make that much power, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. 360 horsepower, that also reduces the weight. Ian sort of trying to find the stuff that might put some more weight into the front end of this. That takes weight out of the front end, and that doesn't help either. Okay, pistons. Something we haven't done. 383 horsepower. Alright. Oh, and we can get the flywheel in for some more weight reduction. Can we get the driveline in for more weight reduction? We can. 2,369 pounds. Ooh, and apparently we can... Oh, wait, we've already done that. Duh. Anyways, there we go. A700 with the Carrera RS. Not too sure how this one is going to go down, to be honest with you. If it's a good handling car, this will be a seriously quick car, but that does depend on whether it's going to be a good handling car or not, which I don't know. Well, I'll leave the aero as it is. Apparently, oh wow, we actually have a lot of downforce on the rear for a Forza ring, so I might take some of that out. Get that straight line speed up a little bit. 172 miles an hour, not hugely quick for an A-class car. Interestingly enough, I think the statistics to this straight line wise are worse than they were in the HSV. But anyways, 383 horsepower, 311 foot-pound of torque, 2,369 pounds of weight, A700, because it's still rear-engined rear drive. Yeah, this one, if it's good, it'll be amazing, and if it's bad, it'll be horrific. Well, to find out how our Porsche 911 gets along, I've taken it to the Hockenheim Ring, and yeah, we're going to see how this gets along. I think it's a case of, as I said, if this is going to be quick, it will be monstrously quick, and if it's not monstrously quick, then it will be awful. I am sticking with the roll-off delay idea. There's not so much of it in this race, it was literally 0.3 seconds, and that's because I started this race, and literally a Subaru just stopped in the middle of the track. And that killed everything, so yeah, gonna do that for my own personal sanity. Ooh, we get turned in nice. we do get turned in nice. Now, my two biggest concerns here, straight line speed and handling. Of course, that's... Ooh. Well, the front end turns in real nice. I don't know about the rear end yet, though. Oh my god. The grip. The absolute grip is amazing. We are not on the full Hockenheim, by the way. We have gone to the national course because the full Hockenheim really is just straight line speed track, and this car would really struggle around a track like that. So, also, I didn't want to have two straight line speed tracks in the space of a couple of days. It feels like it's very quick out of the corners, and it's very lovely. I can put my foot in it around a corner and it will not step out of line. It is incredible handling. Front end lifts up a little bit. Sorry, Caterham. Oh boy, modern day Carrera GT4 in front of us. Ooh, understeer. Okay, so we get understeer at low end apparently, which is odd. And we're going to get batted out a little bit wide. And I'm going to take an SLS off the track with me. I am really sorry, Mr. SLS. I sort of got all put out. Ooh, God. Okay. It's starting to show its true colours now, i.e. there is understeer. There is rather a lot of it as well, as it apparently turns out. Alright. Brakes are phenomenal. I have completely cocked that up. The front end is lifting. We have front end lift. That's not a sign of confidence, but through this corner, I mean, look at that turning. It's so nice. Also, apparently all clean racing for me has gone out the window. I'm really sorry to everything. I had such a good race with the HSV, and this time around it's just like everything's just flying everywhere. Oh well. Right, on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes, which are pretty darn good, as it turns out. Sort of cars on my everywhere according to the arrows, which is helpful, of course. Very helpful to know that cars are everywhere around you, not where they are, they're just around you. Ooh, yeah, there's some understeer when the front end lifts. That sounds, well, as you'd expect really. It is pretty terrifying when that happens, but the actual going through corners when that's not happening is exceptional. And the fact that I can sort of mash the throttle, like, I'm literally just pressing the throttle here. This is a twin-turbo Porsche, an old Porsche as well, with a twin-turbo system. And that back end is not moving at all in the slightest. That is excellent. Oh, look at that. You see, it seems a bit random, because sometimes I will go through a corner and I'll get affected by understeer, and then other times it just seems to go through a corner and just grip. Like, just amazingly well. I'm not quite sure what's really going on there, if I'm being completely honest. We've got a Stratos rally car in front of us. Yeah, again, you can sort of see my throttle meters, of course, at the bottom of the hood. What was that? You can see I was turning the wheel and nothing was happening. I think the front end might have lifted. Yeah, sorry to the Mercedes, although then again, in a fight between this and the Mercedes, that Mercedes is going to win every single goddamn time. Right. On the brakes. Ended up on the grass quite a lot, he says as he drives over the grass again. Technically it was a rally car once, so... Ooh, the Strato's having a bit of an issue back there. Yeah, I don't know about this car. I do think A-Class might be a bit too much for it. Gotta be honest, I think if you maybe put this in like B-Class it'd be okay. I don't know if it's the power lifting the front though. That's the issue, because the front's... It's not lifting dramatically. You know, it's not, hell, it's not even as bad as a standard sort of 911 GT2 when the front end lifts on that, but it's just sort of there. Yeah, it's kind of a hard one to explain, to be completely honest, but It is certainly there. Right, there we go. Back onto another straight. We're not really making up all that many positions either, because I'm sort of fighting with the cars behind me too much, so we've got to go on the attack here a bit. I don't know if I wrapped myself around your front end or you just weren't aware of the fact that I came around you. I'm not very good at Hockenheim either, as you can probably tell. Not really used to this track particularly. There we go. Bentley, don't try anything stupid. I'm alongside you, man. I think that was a Bentley I made contact with. Bentley's going to be a bit of a bastard to me, apparently. And wait for his straight line speed, which means I'm going to have to deal with him again. Yeah, despite going for National Hockenheim, this does seem to be... Even this version does seem to favour the cars with the more straight line speed. I have no doubt, through the corners I'm quicker than most of these cars. Until the front end lifts up, and then I become understeery's old buggery. Yeah, it's really not suffering from the problem I thought it was going to suffer with. Honestly, I thought if anything was going to be an issue in this car, it would be the rear end letting go, and that isn't an issue at all. That is a non-issue. This car is excellent rear end traction, but just the front end is very pitchy, or rather it likes to go upwards. It likes to go to the sky. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Alright. Going around here. See if I can dispatch the California. I'd love to get high up in position, but I mean, past this California, there's just nothing anyway. There's the two Rally Subarus, but they're probably going to have more everything than I am. There we go. Right. Dispatched of them. Let's go chase some Subarus. Let's see if we can get up with our fellow boxer buddies. I do wonder what this would do with the 2.5 litre flat 4. I think I've tried building one of these before with the flat 4. I can't remember how it drove. I think that's the reason I had the flat 4 purchased in the garage. I think I've played around with this car or something before. But yeah. As we have awful amounts of everything. But I'm just so mystified, because the problem is, it is so nice when it doesn't... It's a joy to drive. And then it'll just start doing this. And I'll go wide, and I can't do anything about it going wide. If it handled flawlessly, I would probably be towards the top of this field, but I'm just having to brake a lot more than I really should be doing for some of these corners, because I need to factor in the fact that this car can understeer. I hate random driving cars. Like, I like it when my car does one thing, even if it's oversteer, which I'm not a huge fan of. But even when it's oversteer, I can deal with it. When I'm driving something like a, I don't know, let's say a Sylvia or something, I can deal with oversteer. But the problem with this and the cars that I've done for Top Gear laps, stuff like the RS6 Avant, you know, that's a good car. Or no, it's not. The problem with that car is it's just random. You don't know what it's going to do. You can never quite get used to it. And it's the same with this Porsche. Look at that. I actually am curious. What was I lifting a wheel? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. It's very odd. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. Yeah, bit of a shame, really, for the old Porsche. I did have some hope for this car. I knew building to A-Class might be tricky, to say the least, but I didn't realise it was sort of going to be, well, an issue to build it for B-Class. Subaru's on my right. I was just sort of trying to make sure not to kill him. See if I can make up any more positions. We are in 10th, which was sort of my goal after I realised this car was a bit naff. So we will take it. Look, the front end lifts and then understeer. It's not fun. It's just not a fun car to drive. It is a real huge shame because, again, I can't get over how much rear end grip this has. It is brilliant. I wonder if improving the front downforce would maybe keep the front end down. It just needs more weight on the front, and the Subaru Boxer engine, to be fair, does provide that. Although it really is the choice between whether you want to go with it or not. We're not quite going to outdrag the Diablo. 10th place, very, very disappointing from the Carrera, but yeah, just a shame. Just a colossal shame, really. Nothing more to say about it than that. Not happy. Not really happy with that. But oh well, you win some, you lose some. The Holden, HSV, whatever you want to call it, that was a good success. This, just not a success. Although we will get a wheel spin. I'm going to take the money, and I'm not interested in that Le Mans car. Excellent. Forza giving me rewards I don't care about, instead of some of the actually, like, classic road-going Ferraris, which I still need to collect in this game. And actually the only supercar I've got left to collect, which is Zonda R. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. As always, if you have ideas for cars that you'd like to see me build, stuff that you'd like to see, do leave it down below in the comment section. And yeah, I will hopefully get round to it. But that is an invisible Porsche again. I do quite like, I mean, look how happy it looks when it's invisible. There you go. Anyways, that is it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.